Hi, my name is Dana. These are my Catholic memoirs. I just wanted to make a quick video as a response to the video that I made the other day, which was about Catholicism and artificial intelligence. And I just had an interesting encounter because I was interested in something that they had mentioned because they said that they really liked a homily by Pope Leo XIV about how to know if you have the Holy Spirit in your life. So I reached out to them and said, "Hey, I'm actually interested in seeing this video. Do you have the name of it?" And they gave it to me. And when I went to look at it, I played the video, and the like within a few seconds, and I was like, "Oh no, is this an AI video?" And I just remembered it had a lot of views. It might have even had like 100,000 views. So I quickly went to look at it, and it was calling itself an inspired channel, but it wasn't actually real words from Pope Leo himself. I quickly thought it just made sense to make a video and a list of all of the things to look out for. So, so I wrote a response in that video, and it's called PSA. Please be careful about AI generated accounts pretending to be our church leaders. Warning signs include one, no face accounts. Not all the time are no face accounts um, false, but because there are actually real people that do create no face accounts. But in terms of things like our church leaders, if it is a no face account or they're never ever showing their face, that might be a good indicator that it's not really them. Second point is if there's no check mark on their YouTube name. So the check mark is, I believe, for verification, and it might not always appear in all YouTube accounts. It might just be for like media profiles or like official media accounts. So that is one other thing that uh, you can be aware of, because the most reliable sources for hearing about like the Holy Father would be something like EWTN, and they have a checkmark on their YouTube channel. The third point is the third warning sign is if it's not from a reputable Catholic company or a news radio service. So that kind of goes with the previous point. So and usually you would try to follow something like EWTN or Ascension Press or things like Relevant Radio for uh, Catholic media that has been in the industry for like has been around for a while. So those are more reliable. And the fourth warning sign is if there are no links to official Catholic websites. That goes without saying. It's pretty self-explanatory. The fifth warning sign is if there are no links or references to where the homily or audio clip came from. That's a huge indicator that it might not even be a true article. So I would definitely keep an eye out for that, because a lot of these AI generated or inspired website or inspired social media accounts, as they call it, don't mention any sources for where they're getting their content from. The sixth warning sign is the creation date of the YouTube channel is very recent, especially for Pope Leo XIV. They're usually created at or after the time of the start of his papacy, which was in April 2025. If if it's a very recent YouTube account, I would definitely scrutinize it and keep keep a keen eye on whether it is real or not. Then the seventh warning sign would be is if the YouTube channel mentions that the videos are inspired. So that should obviously just be a huge warning sign that this isn't really something from our church leaders themselves. Isn't actually, it might not even be real. It might just be made up and not actually something that had ever happened. So my PSA continues to say that there are so many AI generated accounts now that are pretending to be our church leaders and priests, and we must be careful not to follow, subscribe, or even click on those videos. They are in it for making money, and they can make money from the views, the shares, and any interactions we give to their videos and content. So, so what the AI generated content creators are doing is that they're sending videos and audio clips of the talks of church leaders or or in, generally like church leaders or pope, the priests or bishops, and and it sends their talks, their sermons, and the AI copies their words, their speaking, their mannerisms, the manner of speech, and it creates an audio clip and video with captions and sounds that sounds just like them. So what will happen if you do accidentally click on those videos or shorts? What YouTube will do is they will start recommending you similar videos or more accounts just like them, and then your feed will eventually be flooded with them the more you watch. So I went on and mentioned that I've seen several YouTube channels copying Pope Leo XIV and Bishop Robert Barron, and I just wanted to say we must band together to stop this, because hundreds and thousands of people are actually watching these videos and believing them, and that's really scary. So I just want to bring awareness that we need to be aware of what's real. What are we really consuming? Is it real or is it made up? And that's something that we need to be very careful about in this day and age. So as a call to action, we must report and try to get these accounts taken down. And here's what we can do for YouTube. So the first thing that we can do is to report the account. On the user account page, you can click more on their profile description, and on the very bottom, click the report user button. So you can go through that, and that will help to open up a file, a claim, and then YouTube will hopefully look into it and take the channel down. And the more people that does it, then the better chance that it will get taken down as well. The second one is to report the videos. On any AI generated videos, click the report button with the flag on the side, and then report the account. Same process as above. And lastly, what we should also do is to email the links to the false accounts and videos to the people that it is impersonating. So if it is something by Pope Leo, try to email whoever his representative on the Vatican. I'll try to add emails if I can find them. And for like Bishop Robert Barron, contact Word on Fire. They have support that we can contact. And any of your local bishops, if you see any impersonations of them, you could always contact the office of the bishops. So I also added a few links of some of the false accounts that we must stop, and also added some reputable Catholic YouTube media accounts. The first one being EWTN, which is for Pope Leo's 14th live broadcast, which are translated in English. The second is Word on Fire, which is Bishop Robert Barron's ministry. And then the third is Ascension Press, which is Father Mike Schmitz. And also the fourth one for YouTube is Sundays with Ascension. This is also Father Mike Schmitz. So I hope this is helpful. And I think as far as prayer, going back into a little bit of history, I would recommend maybe if you end up going to Mass, to pray the Leonine Prayers afterwards. And these were prayers that were evangelized by Pope Leo XIII to fight the Industrial Revolution that he was fighting when he was Pope. Because right now we are currently in our own Industrial Revolution. So carrying on his spirit, because Pope Leo XIV is carrying on his spirit through taking on his name as well. The Leonine Prayers, I would highly recommend if you're interested in a prayer to help fight this ongoing battle that we're in. So thank you for the time. I hope that was helpful. And please take care and have a blessed day.